What up, guys? It's your girl Natasha, and I'm back at it again with another video. If this is your first time here, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. So this video is gonna be for my first time mommies. So basically, I'm just gonna give you like a rundown on everything that no one speaks of. So like the should do's, the you shouldn't do, what you go through, what your body goes through, postpartum, everything else, like what your body looks before, after. Like it's a lot that people don't speak on. So I just thought that like I should like do a video for those girls that are like about to have a baby or like thinking of having a baby. So first thing first, for my first time mommies, is make sure you choose the right one. Don't just have a baby with somebody because you feel like, oh, we need a baby. No. Or like you feel like that's going to keep a man, or don't. Make sure that the partner that you're with is somebody that is there for you, supportive with you through, like, how can I say, like, they're there for your mental, they're there for you like physically, they're there for you emotionally. Just somebody that you know jumps for you, like someone you can count on for anything, like someone that basically goes above and beyond for you. If that person is not going above and beyond for you as just being their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever the situation is, just you guys being a couple and they're not going above and beyond for you, just know like bringing a baby into the relationship is not gonna fix anything. Like, it's just gonna worsen the relationship, because when a kid comes along, like, it's a lot of responsibility, and it's something that like most guys like choose to walk out on. Like, a mother will always be a mother. A dad is, you already know, anybody could be a dad. So it's like, really choose wisely. Like, don't just go walking around and having babies with just anybody. That's not something you want for your kids, for yourself, for your health, for your kids' health, for your kids' mental. So that's the first thing I feel like should be the main thing you think of. That's if you guys are not pregnant already. If you're not and you're thinking of being pregnant, just make sure you just analyze your person well before jumping into that stage, which is a very hard stage, because for both mom and dad, it's like, it's a lot changes. You go through a lot of changes in both of your lives. Like, both of your lives will never be the same after having kids. So it's something that y'all both have to like come to an agreement and understand that you guys made a baby together, and things are going to change for the both of you. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about what you should and like shouldn't do. So I feel like when it comes to like giving birth, don't overpack. Like, don't sit there and take like 1,000 things to the hospital. Honestly, like, all you're really gonna need for yourself, you probably won't even need much, because you end up being in the gown in the hospital the whole time. You probably take a shower like the day after giving birth. So you literally go a whole day without bathing because you're in labor. So you can't really get in the shower while you're in labor. So you have to wait to give birth, settle in and all that. And then that's when you can shower. So you end up probably throwing on the same gown, or, if you want, you can put your clothes back on. But since you're staying in the hospital for 2 days, they keep coming to do your blood pressure and your vitals and all that. So you're better off just staying with the gown. Now for the baby, I will say, like, as long as your baby is healthy and everything is good, which I hope for everyone, the baby gets to stay with you in the room. They do not need to go to the NICU. So basically, when that happens, I would say bring a couple outfits for the baby, of course. Like, for the baby, you can pack at least 5 to 6 outfits, because you'll be there 2 days. Babies get dirty and stuff, so you can always have that. And then the outfit to go home, of course. But yeah, don't have to worry too much about packing so much for yourself, because the hospital actually provides a lot for you. Like, they supply you with like body wash, all your hygiene things, toothbrush, and so you don't have to go too crazy about, I mean, if you want to use your personal stuff which you're more comfortable with, then that's totally fine. But I'm just saying, like, don't go crazy like overpacking and stuff, thinking that you're gonna need all these things when in reality you're not even gonna use half the things that you packed. Another thing I think you shouldn't do is go crazy shopping for your kids, especially when they're that little. As a first-time mom, I'm not gonna lie, like, for my first, I used to go crazy. Like, every time I walk into a store, oh my god, I want this, oh my god, I want this, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Guess what? I had to end up giving half the stuff away with like tags and stuff still on them, because they don't even get to wear everything you buy. Especially if you're gonna go buying crazy, make sure you buy everything like different sizes, like 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, so that eventually they'll be able to wear it, because they're gonna keep growing. Don't ever get like a bunch of things the same exact size. And also, I don't recommend getting a lot of like newborn clothes, because what happens with newborn clothes is that it's really up to like 7 or 8 pounds. Your baby usually is already born within like 6 pounds or so. That's like an average size for most people. So it's like, if your baby's already 6 pounds and something, some babies are born 8 pounds, sometimes 9 pounds. So just imagine that, like, and you have all these newborn clothes. They probably can wear it one time and never wear it again. And not even one time. If they're 9 to 10 pounds, they can't even wear it at all. So it's like, don't get a lot of newborn. They run out of that, I'm not gonna lie, and within like 2 weeks, once you start feeding them and stuff, they start getting in their little chunky cheeks, their little chunky belly and stuff, and you won't need it. Trust me. Like, I'm telling you, you will not need the newborn clothes at all whatsoever. Also, personally, like, I would say you should like breastfeed if you can. Like, I wasn't able to breastfeed like neither of my daughters. I have 2 daughters, and I wasn't able to breastfeed neither of them. I mean, I tried with my first, and my issue was that like I really didn't produce much milk, and the time and everything it took, it was stressful. It's just a stressful part of your life to like try to do. And like, how do I say, like, you need to have a lot of patience. You need to have a lot of like motivation in doing that. Like, it's not for everybody, I'll tell you that much. So like, don't feel like you're a bad mom or you're like the worst because like you're not able to breastfeed. Like, we're not all able to do it. Like, we cannot all do the same thing as other people. Like, for me personally, like, I was like a person that was very dried up with milk. Like, even from the moment I gave birth, like, and my daughter wouldn't latch. My first daughter was not latching on at all. So it was all me like trying to just pump, and like I would produce less than an ounce. I would have like half an ounce every time I would pump. So it was getting to a point where I would have to do it at least 3 to 4, almost 5 times a day. And it's like, that was stressful. And I was just like not having it. So I tried, I'm not gonna lie, for like almost a month, I think it was. I tried like doing the breastfeeding. So I got to give her a bit of my breast milk. Like at the beginning, I think the most I ever pumped was like an ounce ever. Like, I never pumped more than that. And I just didn't have the patience to continue. Now, with my second daughter, she did latch, but I did realize like every time she latched, like I seen like she wasn't really getting much out of me. Like I said, I really don't produce much milk. So I see that she wasn't getting much out of my breast, and like she was just there sucking and sucking and sucking and sucking, and like she seems to stay crying. So I realized like I'm really not producing what I'm supposed to be producing. And I did start getting like the pains and stuff. So I did try like pumping. No, actually, I kept latching her on just, you know, to keep trying to get the milk to start producing. 5 days in to my after my labor, I was home and I got the preeclampsia. So I ended up in the hospital for like an additional 2 days. Those 2 days I couldn't have her like latching on me. So basically, I did pump at the hospital, I think like once or twice, which I also couldn't stay on top of it. I'm in the hospital, so it's like, it was difficult. I did get to pump some for her though, and I was able to bring that home to her like about 2 days later. whenever I was out from the hospital, and she was able to drink it. But after that, I think I did try to latch her on a couple more times, but it's just, I had just came home from the hospital with having high blood pressure and all the things. Like, I just didn't have the energy and all that to like just sit there and be pumping. Like, I was just not at my best. And it's something I did want to do with my second daughter, but like, I just wasn't able to go through as I wanted to. So eventually I just had to give up on it. So for both of them, I did get to like introduce them to the breast milk. I just wasn't able to go through with it. But listen, formula, it's okay. Like, people gonna say what they're gonna say about formula milk or whatever they're gonna say it. We all had formula some way, somehow, and we're all here, we're all good. Like, that doesn't make you a better mom or worse mom because you breastfeed or you don't breastfeed. So don't let that get too much to your head, because it's like everybody's gonna talk, everybody to each their own, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're the mother you're gonna be. You could be a great mother, you could be the best mother in the world and not breastfeed your kid. You could be the worst mother in the world and breastfeed your kid. So it's like, look, there's people that drink all the time and stuff and then still go and breastfeed their kids. What do you think? Their kids be knocked out all the time because they drunk all the time. So like I said, it doesn't make you a better mom or a worse mom. So yeah, another thing I do think you guys should do is like have a routine for your kids. I failed in that. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me. So it's like, the reason why having a routine for my kids is so hard is because like I'm all over the place. I don't stick to a routine myself. So it's like one day I'm working, like let's start from when I had my first daughter. Like, my schedule was not consistent. So it's like one day I'm getting up at 9 a.m. One day I'm getting up at 11. One day I'm getting up at 12. One day I'm getting up real early, 8, 7. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I also had to like drop them off, go to the babysitter, go here, go there, go to my mom, go here, go to your aunt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wasn't always able to be like, you know what? We're going to get up today at this time. We're going to eat. We're going to drink a bottle. We're going to do this. Then we're going to go to bed, take a nap at this time. Then at this, because I'm not a stay-at-home mom. When you're a stay-at-home mom, I'm not going to lie, like, it is so much easier to like basically have a routine for your kids because you're home. You get to get up at a certain time. You get to go have breakfast at a certain time. Then you get to eat your snack or whatever, anything that needs to, at a certain time. You get to put your baby down for a nap at a certain time, the time you would like. Feed them as you like. Give them a schedule throughout the day. You know, bath time or whatever. I said bathe, but okay. Bath time, however y'all call it, tummy time. You could do tummy time, bath time at certain times. Like, there's people that they already know every day at 11 a.m. I'm going to shower my baby. Every day at 1 o'clock, we do tummy time. Every day at 3, we have a snack. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that some people can jump into that. Some, like me, I can't. Like, even now, my schedule is all over the place. I do have a little bit more of a routine because I'm a little more consistent, like with my work schedule and stuff. And my oldest is in school now, so she has like a routine. She has to get up at a certain time every day. She has to go to school from one time to another time, and then, you know, she usually has to go to bed at a certain time. Sometimes she, you know, she's a kid, she does go over her bedtime and stuff. So she has never really been used to a routine. So I can't force her to go into routine so easily. Like, it's something that she's gonna learn how to do. So that's why I recommend, like, I totally recommend to, like, as much as you can, if you can and it's possible, please, like, just try to have a routine on your kids. Like, it makes life so much easier for them, for you. It makes it easier for them because when you don't have a routine, when you're like sleep deprived and all that stuff, like, you're much more crankier. Like, your behavior and stuff changes. And just like we go through that, like, kids go through it just as bad as we do. So it's like, I feel like it's something we should stay on top of, like trying to like have a routine for your kids. Like, sometimes it's hard, I'm not gonna lie, because me personally, like, I know, like, this is the type of things people don't speak on, and that's why I want to speak on it. Like, I know what it's like to like not be able to have a full routine, and you want to have a routine for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. And like you start to think about yourself, like maybe I'm a bad mom, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm not doing enough, maybe I need to dedicate time, maybe I need to do this. Maybe it's a lot that you think of as a mom. Like even me working all the time, I'll be like, man, like I'm always working. Like I feel like I don't dedicate enough time to them. But it's like I also need to pay my bills and pay for stuff. So it's like, how do I do that if I'm not working? And it's like, I think about some certain things sometimes, like, maybe I should just work part-time, have more time to stay at home with the kids, like, and so I stopped feeling so much like I'm not a good mom and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm like the best mom ever, but like I give it to myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my daughters are two beautiful, intelligent little girls that, like, yes, all kids have their little issues, their little attitudes, or whatever the case is. But oh, you see my kids, my kids is real healthy. They look good. They always dress good. They're not like disrespectful kids that are walking around like cursing and stuff. Like honestly, like my kids are respectful. Well, my oldest, she's respectful when it comes to like other people and stuff. She does talk back. I'm not gonna sit here and like lie on her and stuff like that. But like she's a female. She has character of her own, like we all do. If we have it, like we can't really blame kids for having their own character. And sometimes their character come from their parents too. Like me, the dad, and other family members. Like that carries on to like kids' blood and stuff. So it's like we can't really judge them for being who they are. So like that's gonna be normal, but that doesn't like change who you are as a mom. So yeah, also, one thing people don't speak about is your body. So I'm about to show y'all what my body looked like before having kids at all. Like I didn't have any kids. I'm not gonna say like I had a good ass body. Like I've never had like a body. Like, oh my God, you got a body, girl. Like, no. I never had like a butt or anything like that. But I'm not gonna lie, like I was getting to a point where like I was starting to get a little skinnier and I was starting to look a little like I was feeling myself. And then like after you get pregnant and stuff, like your body changes a lot. It's crazy because I lost weight with my first pregnancy. So I got skinny. Then over time, after having the baby, I was getting thicker. Then I got like stones. I started getting skinny again. Then with my second belly, I was really skinny throughout like the whole pregnancy. I had a big belly, but I was just skinny. And after having my second daughter, like my stomach is not like the best. I'm gonna show you guys all of this, but like I said, my stomach is not like the best. But like you gotta embrace your body. Like you just carried a baby, like, and your body went through so much carrying that baby that is like, just embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I'm ashamed and stuff, but I be like, you know what? Like I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna put what the I want on. Like I'm gonna do it because it's like, why not? Like this is us making life. Like we make life as women. Like we give life to a whole human. Like we make a human inside of us. So it's like, what do we expect? Our bodies are gonna go through a lot of stages, so it's like, don't feel shameful about your body when you created life. So yeah, then basically with my second belly, like I stayed skinny basically. Now is that I'm like gaining a little weight back, but I'm gonna show you guys right now. So this is how I looked before I got pregnant with my first child. So the following pictures is what my pregnancy growth looked like within the time frame of 2 months to about 6 months. So as you guys see, I was still like very skinny, and I had days where I didn't even look pregnant, and yeah, I was pretty much just all belly. So this first picture here is the day after I give birth, and then the following picture is about 2 days after giving birth. So in these two pictures, I was about 7 months postpartum, and I maintained this weight for about another 3 months into my gallstones came in, and then in the following pictures is where I was getting skinny again. And then after my surgery, I began to like regain that weight. So as you guys see how much your body changes, that was all within 1 year. You guys saw I went from skinny through pregnancy, being skinny, to gaining weight, to being skinny again, to gaining weight again. It's just like a bunch of up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So your body does do a lot of up and down weight when it comes to having babies. And that's something people don't speak on. They don't like to show their weight, they don't like to show their stomach or anything like that. Now also things people don't speak on is going through postpartum, going through anxiety, going through depression. Imagine we go through postpartum, I mean not postpartum, we go through depression and anxiety within the life that we live in New York. We all live fast paced, so we all stress, we all go through anxiety, we all go through depression. Now imagine having a baby. Some people don't realize that it really affects your hormones, it affects everything in your body. So you really do experience really bad postpartum. Me personally, with my first baby, I didn't experience much. Like, yes, I was down, I was sad and stuff. I had my days, I cried, I pushed on, I moved on, I moved forward or whatever. But with my second child, from the moment I found out I was pregnant, I felt like I was depressed. And I went on my whole entire pregnancy being depressed. And I gave birth, and then it got really bad. I had postpartum. I had postpartum, I had depression, I had anxiety. I had like a mixture of everything, and like it was so hard for me to overcome it. Like I fought and fought and fought. I had times where I couldn't leave my house, where I could barely take care of the kids. Like it was just such a dark place for me that like I don't wish that upon anyone. And it's like it's that real, and it can get that real. Suicidal thoughts are real. Hurting your kids are thoughts are real. Like these are things that really happen, and people don't think, or they may think, oh my god, I'm crazy because I'm thinking this, or because no, you're not crazy. It's just it's so much stress and so much things we go through, so much changes. It's like it's just very overwhelming overall to be a parent. So it's like it's normal, you know. Like if you do experience, I'm not gonna lie, some people don't experience anything at all, and that's okay too, you know. So it's like even yet, like I feel like I haven't completely overcame the anxiety and depression, but even postpartum somewhat. But I don't feel like I have postpartum too much anymore. Like it's more just like anxiety and depression now, but it's still like it's a journey. Like it's tough, I'm telling you guys. Like don't think that any of this makes you a bad mom, or that's all I'm telling you guys now. So in the following clip, you guys are gonna see the journey with the second belly, like how I looked. Well, yeah, you guys already saw how I looked. Then you guys, after my first, then you guys are gonna see how I looked after, like when I got pregnant, and you know, the same thing as the other one, just like you guys already saw what I stayed as, like what I stayed looking like. So this is my second pregnancy, and this is from the time frame of about 2 months up to 6 months. And this is how my pregnancy belly grew. So this picture here was the day after giving birth. As you guys see, my belly was so much more bigger than after I gave birth with my first, which I actually made a way bigger belly with my second belly. And yes, you guys can tell. Also, you guys can tell that I have way much more stretch marks than I had with my first daughter. So having a bigger belly did cause me to have a bunch of stretch marks. Then here you can see how skinny I got within just a couple months after giving birth. So So like I said, I have way more stretch marks with my second daughter. So this is up close and personal. This is what I look like as of now after my two kids, after a whole year later, and this is my outcome. Like this is what I stayed with. So yeah. Like I said, I am getting my weight back. I'm not as skinny as y'all see me in that other photo. As y'all see, look. Nope. Nope. So yeah, this is a mom body for you after having kids. Y'all see that? So the last thing I wanted to touch up on before closing out this video is that a lot of times people don't even speak on stuff like this too. Like your hormones go so all over the place that, look at my face. I never had pimples before, ever. Like you guys are gonna see a picture of how I looked before with my face, then with pregnancy. My second pregnancy was the one that gave me this, and you're gonna see how bad it was. This is nothing compared to how my face looked, but it has improved. So yeah, and that's something else that no one touches up on. Like I didn't even know it was possible to get all this much pimples from pregnancy, but it happened, and it's been a tough journey to like overcome the insecurity I have with my new face. Like I'm so insecure with these pimples. Like these pimples make me feel not as pretty as I used to be, to me personally. But it's tough, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's something that stayed with me that I just hate it. I just don't like the way it looks on me. So on the left side of this picture, you can see how clear my face used to be. And then on the right side, you can see how I broke out during my second pregnancy. So the first picture, I already had my first daughter. And my face was completely fine. So what caused that was my hormones. I don't know if it was stress, but something in my pregnancy caused my face to be that way. So if you guys look back at the pictures, you guys can see that it was really, really bad before. It has improved a lot. So I'm grateful for that, but it's still my insecurity. Like, is not going to stop being my insecurity until I have a clear face. But that's going to take a lot of time, you know, because I don't know what's causing it at this point. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. See you guys in my next video. Bye.